Hello, hello. How is everybody doing? I find my days get so confused. Like I literally don't know what day it is or anything. It's fascinating to not really have a schedule. Maybe you guys are good about having a schedule, but I feel like we've done the complete opposite. Like at least my family, we've just have no. My husband's the only one who has a schedule because he still has to work and go into work, but that we don't have. We've just kind of really relaxed, and it's nice because I don't have to be anywhere. It's really nice. I don't have to go to any meetings. I don't have to take kids to and from school or to soccer or the piano or anything. And it's actually, we're looking at the very bright side. It's just so fun. I don't know. I'm enjoying it. I look at how I was really had a hard time with it, and now I'm embracing it. I don't know because it's not. I don't feel this guilt of having to take my kids out or to a movie or something like that. It's just kind of nice. But my in-laws, they were going through genealogy stuff, and they came across the coolest journal entry. And so I wanted to share with you guys because this is so neat. It says, when I was about 14 years old, the first world war broke out. Everyone was busy knitting sweaters and making bandages, etc. Then came 1918 and the terrible flu epidemic. All the stores and schools were closed, and people were dying faster than they could bury them. 5 widows with children were left on our block. These were very dark ages. Mother and I were about the only ones not ill and old enough to take care of our neighbors. We cooked for them. Mother baked bread for them. We changed their linens and did wash for them. We were very busy. Only my 2 brothers, who were in the service, had the flu. We were the largest family on the block and the only ones not to get sick. So I loved this because it gave an insight to what happened during those times, something that maybe we knew about or we forgot about, but just you had the first World War going on, and so many lives lost in that, and then they were hit with the flu epidemic. And it just was very hard times, and they thought there was no way that they were going to be able to get out of it. They just didn't see any light or anything to come. It just were such dark days, and we actually have it very, very, very nice. Yes, it is heartbreaking. Yes, people have died. Yes, people have lost jobs or hours have been cut or pay have been cut. But we really are very, very, very fortunate that, I think about my neighborhood, and if one family had lost, a family member, but in my county, there's 15. In my county, there's 150,000 people. And so I'm so glad it's not like the 1918 flu epidemic. And I'm so thankful that we've come a long way since then. Think about it. I don't even know think about how far we've come with our medicals, with our cleaning, with our everything since 1918, that we can't even compare them. Yes, this is a pandemic, and yes, it's very scary, and it's very hard to plan ahead. I don't know if school is going to start in the fall. I don't know, what we're going to be doing, how we are going to be doing as a world. But the thing is the majority of my life is centered around my family and around Christ. And so that gets me through it. It's when you have an eternal perspective, then it's easier when there's a bigger picture. And so it was fun to see this journal entry, and hopefully we are keeping journals at this time as to what's going on, because this will be a time when we'll look back and say, how did you get through that? How were you able to cope? And it's going to be different for all of us, wherever we are, depending on the ages of our kids, depending on where we live, where we are in the country, that it's a different experience for all of us. And so be sure to write it down. I love going back and reading journal entries, and what a valuable resource that our grandkids will have to read someday about how their parents were able to be on the computer for 12 hours a day. I don't know, however long. But keep a journal. Write down what's going on. Write down your feelings. And again, I look back at how I felt when this first started compared to how I feel now. And just the difference, because at least where I am, it's not as traumatic as we thought it would be. And I am so thankful for that. So keep a journal. Write it down. Write down things you're grateful for. Count your blessings. Name them one by one, and you will be surprised to see what the Lord has done. Have a wonderful, wonderful day.